Hello friends, welcome back to the JSM Infotech. Welcome back to our channel. I am Jay Kumar Mane. In the last video, we have seen how to develop a web-based application, how to fill up a registration form, how to insert information using JDBC, right, into the database. In this today's video, without wasting any time, we are going to learn how to develop a Windows-based application, right? There are basically there are three types of applications, there are three types of softwares. Which are they? Windows application, web application, and mobile application. Again, in mobile application there are Android and iOS, right? So we have seen how to develop a web based application, how to create a registration form, right, and how to insert that form information, form field or form data into the database using JDBC. Now in this today's video we will see how to develop a desktop application or Windows application in Java. So here I am going to develop, click on file, new project, right? So I want to develop a Java application, so I will select as a Java and next. So Java application, I will give a name as desktop application, desktop app 1, right? And click on finish. Close this. Here see, this is a desktop app 1. This is the package. In this package I will create, see, in a web application we have seen that by default we are having folders like web, source packages, right, configuration file, libraries, all these things. But here is not any web app, this is not a web application, this is a Windows application. So this is a there is only one package, that is a source package, right? So in these source packages, right click on new, and in this jframe form. So here I will give a name as a registration form. Click on finish button. So we'll get this form. This is a very simple method. Here you can just drag and drop. Here you can see, here are the components given, like label, button, radio button, text field, etc., right? First of all I will take label here, then I will take next label here. Just see what I will do. Here just drag and drop, you can just drag and drop here, right? So these are the labels. Now we will require text fields. So these are the text fields. And this is a button. Okay, so this is a label 1. I will give, now just see that I am going to rename all the labels, all the text field and button. Okay, just observe. Okay, so here I have created one registration form with name, contact number, email ID, and password. Right. These are the text fields which will require so that user can enter his information here. These are the labels. This is a button. Right. Now here is one more thing. For the password, I have taken a text field. But for password, we don't require a text field. We'll require password field. So I am going to delete this password field. Here is you can see password field. So this is a password field. Okay. Now you can see you can also see preview here. So just right click here, just right click here, click on preview design, and here is a Windows Classic option. So your registration form will be look like this when you will run this project, right? So front end is design. Now I want the backend part. I want the backend part. Now the see here is a submit button. See, first of all you should know the properties of all these things. This is a Here are four text fields are there. For example, three text fields. This is text field 1, this is a text field 2, this is a text field 3, and this is a password field 1. Right. This is a submit button. Now, what do you want? Whenever you will click on submit button, whatever the information that should be get inserted into the database. Right. So first of all, you should know here is a name. Just double click on this text field. Just double click on this text field. So you will get the code of this. So what is the name of this text field? J text field 1. What is the name of this text field? J text field 1. This is the source code. Again I want to open the design. So I will click here on the design. I will click here on the design. This is a second text field. Let's see what is the name of this text field. Double click on this. J text field 2. J text field 2. Again I will click on design. This is a text field 3. Just double click over here. So this is a J text field 3. J text field 3. Again I will click on design. So these are the text field names. And this is a password field. Double click on this. So this is a okay, just right click here. Okay, whatever. The name of this field is password field 1. Right. See. J password field 1. Right. Again I will click on design. And this is a submit button. Now I want to give the action to this submit button. So just double click on the submit button. You just need to double click on the submit button. Okay. So this is the code. This is, here you have to provide the action. So like we have seen in the web application, first thing is what? First thing that just we have to define the strings. Everything in Java is a string. So just define the things. How many folders, how many parameters are there? Name, contact number, email ID, and password. So we have to define four strings, and we have to take whatever user will enter here into that string, and that is saved in JText field. Okay. So just observe. First of all, I will define four strings, right? And in that strings, I will save the data that will be entered by user, right? Okay, so what we have done, what we have done, I have defined string name, string contact number, string email, string password. Okay, and I have just imported whatever the data that will be entered by user into this name, contact number, email, and password. J text field one. Why I have taken J text field one here? Because name, this is a string name. So in the design part, this is a name, and this text field. And what is the name of this text field? J text field one. What is the name of this text field? J text field two. So we have just call the method, that is jtextField1 dot get text. So we'll get the text of that particular field, and this is the password field. So jpassword field1 dot get text. Now the next method is what? Next process is what? Next process is just we have to insert into the database. So already I am having a database. Already I am having database AAA demo. Right. In that database I have created one table. This is a AAA demo. In this database, I have created one table, that is reg, name, contact number, email ID, and password. Right. So next we have to do the coding of JDBC. Right. So I have created one app here already. There is coding. We have already explained what is JDBC. Right. What is a JDBC and all that things. So this is a try catch up to this catch block. Right. We want the coding up to this catch block. I'm going to copy paste here. Okay, so what I have done, try, here is a try block. So already we have discussed what is the need of this try block. Try block is used for, try catch block is used for exception handling purpose, right? So if there is any exception in this particular code, then we can handle that exception using this catch block, right? What exception can occur? Here I am telling that there is a AAA named database. In that database there is a one table named reg. In that table there are these columns, right? But what will happen if there is no any database like AAA demo, or there is no any table like reg, or in that table there is no any column with a name, right? So in such a case there may be an exception will occur. So to handle such exception we are having catch block. The code in which exception can occur, that code will be written in under the try block, right? And to handle the exception there is a catch block. So this is a load and register driver. First step, establish a connection. Second step, prepare a statement. Third step, right? So what is the query? Insert into table name. What is table name? Reg. What are the column names? These are the column names, and values in bracket question mark. Now these values I am going to set here. ps dot set string name. Name is here, which I have taken from jtext field 1. C number, which I have taken here, C number from jtext field 2. Email, which I have taken from jtext field 3. Password, which I have taken from jtext field, sorry, jpassword field 1. So this is the first column. So this is for first column, insert name. For second column, which is contact, insert C number, which we have taken from jtext field 2. In such a way we have to fill this. Okay, and here to print, in this Windows application we have to use this, right? Registration successful, right? So everything is all right. Now just one thing remaining, that we have to add the library. We have to add the library. So just click on, right click on, just right click on the application, click on properties, click on libraries. Here is add jar or folder, click here, and this is a mysql connector dot java. We have to add this. This is added. Click on OK, right? Now just right click on this form and click on run file, right? So this is our registration form. So I am going to fill up it, right? First of all, first of all we will check the database. This is a database. There are two fields in this database, right? Two entries are there, 1 and 2. Now I am going to add third entry. Right. So I am going to click on submit button. So I have clicked on submit button, and here is one pop-up message that registration successful. Okay. So just click in the database. I am going to refresh here, and this is a RAM. Right. So data is get inserted into the database. So this is our code part. First of all, what we have done, we have just designed one registration form. We have double clicked on submit button, and in this submit button we have given action here. What is the action? First we have taken all the data from JText fields, and then we have inserted into database with the help of JDBC operation, right? So I hope you have understood all these things, right? In case if you have any query, you can mail us at jsmindiainfosys at gmail.com, right? jsmindiainfosys at gmail.com. Whatever your query, you can mail us at jsmindiainfosys at gmail.com, or you can put all your queries in comment box also, right? So if you like the video, you can like it, subscribe the channel, right? Thank you very much.